Chef Sal was recorded on a cell phone in front of a fake audience.
Hey guys, Chef Sal right here. See, when you have a fake audience, they hide everywhere. Under your bed, you know, like those monsters when you were a kid. Yeesh. Anyway, Chef Sal right here. Like I said, hello YouTube, hello Facebook, hello everybody else. Listen, we've been going around the country. I don't know if you've been following this, but it's pretty freaking cool. We've been going alphabetically, okay? The top Googled recipes by state. Alphabetically, that means A comes first and Z comes last for all you people playing at home. Anyway, we're up to Kansas. Kansas, shout out to Kansas. Okay, now, I don't know if you knew this. I'm not big on geography and, gross product, domestic product, whatever the hell it is. Listen. Big on wheat out there. A lot of wheat recipes. I went through them and a lot of them were, very basic stuff. I wanted something different. And actually, my lovely wife Nance found this one. Are you ready? Sausage, apple, breakfast, bread. Listen, I know it says bread, that's why I went like that. Air quotes, come on, what is this? You grew up in the 80s, most of you. Come on. All right, listen. It's bread, but it looks like a cake and it tastes like a cake. It's just not a lot of sugar in it, that's all. But look, you got apple, you got the pork sausage, breakfast sausage in there on the topping and inside. Let's just get going. I'm getting hungry over here. I'm gonna freaking eat my phone. All right, basic cake steps. All right, I'm gonna run through it. Not a big deal, but before we run through it, over here, I think it's right there. Boom, see that? Yeah, subscribe and then hit the bell. And every week or so, another one comes through and you watch it, you tell your friends. And actually, after this one, go back to the A's and follow up, catch up, will you? Catch up in the alphabet. All right, so I have my wet over here and I have my dry over here. We're doing the cake part. And get yourself a pound of pork sausage. Lightly fry it up until the pink goes away. Don't do it very hard because I'll tell you why. If you cook it hard, it's gonna burn when you bake this thing. So you just want to get rid of the pink and then boom, like magic, just stop doing it. And then sit on your chair, on your easy chair, and watch your TV programs. All right? Cut it in half, like I said. Half a pound is going into the cake mix, and half a pound is going into the delicious crumbly topping, which you've seen a million times. Couple of crazy things in it, but you'll see, it's very easy. Okay, I have my wet, like I said. 2 large eggs, half a cup of canola oil. You can use other oils if you want. Canola is nice and neutral, If you want an olive oil tasting cake, you practice your Italian accent. Oh, mademoiselle. Wait, that's all right, very well done. 2 eggs, half a cup of that canola oil. And I also put a half a cup of apple cider, or you can put apple juice in there. Apple cider is hard to find here in early summer. And now I'm gonna put a half a cup of packed brown sugar, mash it up a little bit and mix it up. I should call this the standing cooking show, Stand, burn some calories too, while you eat 3,000 of them. All right. And you don't want to over mix any of these things, especially when I show you the dry, when we put the dry into the wet. You don't want to pop too much of that gluten because it's going to become like hard, and stodgy. I learned that watching the show. All right, my wet looks good. Get a dry whisk. I have one here somewhere. Boom, dry whisk. I have a cup of whole wheat flour. Wheat bread. Whole wheat flour, and a cup of AP flour, all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. There's your dry scales. And just mix it up. It's okay, no problem. Now you want to pour the wet into this dry and move to the spatula now, okay? Because if you whisk it, it's going to get all tangled. You don't want tangled batter. Then you got to pick it out, and then you got to eat some of the batter raw. All right, get this in there, wet into dry. And just when you see those white shards of flour disappear, that's when you want to stop. It might be a little lumpy, but that's okay. That's okay. She'll bake off on you, Johnny. So we're okay with this so far, right? Pretty easy, pretty easy. I'm liking it so far. Okay? Now in here, this is shredded. Okay? Get yourself two Granny Smiths. And what you want to do is you want to... What did you do? Nobody's going to tell me? Do you guys know? Oh, you're a fake audience. What do you know? I'm going to find out. You know what's going to happen? It's going to come out in the editing. I'm going to fire everybody. Make them fun of me in my own show. All right. Let's fold this in. Shredded apple. And like I said, just fold it in nice and carefully. Be nice and gentle with it. You don't want to pop that gluten, like I said, when she gets tough on you. Okay, that looks good. See, I'll show you. There. We only need one camera here. Chef cell with the cell phone. See that? All right, fine. Now over here, I'm going to put half of this pound, which is a half a pound, of this breakfast sausage. You can use any kind of breakfast sausage you want. You could use regular sausage, but this is a breakfast dish. I mean, who eats regular sausage in the morning? Come on, besides my wife. On pizza. And we leave the rest of it for the topping. See, and just fold it in. Yeah, here's how you fold. Go in the middle, go around the edge, and as soon as you see it kind of like, kind of uniformly distributed, oh God, these big words, you're done. Okay, and then you're gonna pour it into a cake pan, which I'll show you. All right, I wanted to show you what I did with the pan. Get a 9-inch pan. It can be like this. It could be a regular cake pan, whatever you want. As long as it's 9-inch, you'll be okay. And see, I cut out a piece of parchment, put that on the bottom. It helps excessive browning, and it also helps you get the thing out of the thing, if you know what I mean. It doesn't stick as much. And I have some of this baker spray. It's got flour in it and oil. Just get that on the bottom and around the sides. Okay, good enough. There you go. Here's me mix. Kind of put it over here so you can see it a little better. How's that, right? Yeah, it's good, Chef Sal. Okay, don't all answer at once. And just move this in. 350 on that oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You can go on the middle rack. I like to go a little higher because I get a nice browning on the top of whatever I put in there to bake. Bounces off the top, comes right back down, boom. You do whatever you want that way. I'm okay with it. What did you guys do before? What? I know you did something. All right, so get the bubbles out. And before we put this thing in, we're gonna make this really, really good crumbly toppy stuff. And that's gonna do it for that. Now in here, I have 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and 1/2 cup of any oats. Rolled oats is fine. Oats, see? Yeah, absorb. They absorb, and then they get crumbly. And a little bit of fiber. Fiber wouldn't kill you. Fiber wouldn't kill you. All right. Do this. Boom. More of this dark brown sugar. That's I like that. It's gonna kinda bring it all together, okay? We won't forget that sausage. Somebody remind me, okay? All right, cold butter. Keep the butter in the fridge until you're ready to use it. Give me 4 tablespoons. Cut it up, small pieces is fine. Now I'm sorry to say, you gotta use your fingers. You gotta get in there. And I call it a pinch and mix. I'll show you what I mean. First of all, I'm making these as small as I can. Try not to handle them too much with your fingers because you want to keep them nice and cold. And take off your ring. Sorry, dear. She's not home. She doesn't care. And just start grabbing a piece of this butter in between your fingers and grab some of this topping and just keep squishing it. See, it's like a squishing motion. And I'm going to keep doing this until it starts turning into a crumbly delight. You don't want it too wet. You don't want it too dry. That you're going to have to just learn by yourself. If it's too wet, she's going to melt on you, Johnny. Okay, see? That's really all it is. Those of you that have done this before, you know what you're going for. You just like I said, you don't want it to be gooey. It can be a little bit sticky. And that's the only way I can explain it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do trial and error. Sorry, okay? All right, I'm just gonna go now. All right. Remember that other half a pound of breakfast sausage that's going in the topping? Oh, we are losing our minds here on Chef Sal's crazy losing of minds cooking show. And fold it together. Don't squish that beautiful stuff you just made with your fingertips. Don't squish it. Just fold it in. Lightly grab it and sprinkle it over the top. Now the good news about this batter is that it's not liquidy, so it's going to hold up. This stuff isn't going to sink to the inside. Even when it's baking, it's going to be kind of strong. And that's what you want. It's what I want in a topping. All right, so here we go. Get it around those edges. A lot of people stray away from the edges for some reason. Don't do it. Do them first, as a matter of fact. Because when these things rise, they tend to move everything to the middle. But when you're against the edge, it's already there, so you don't have to worry. It's not going to be moving around too much. And, just make sure you don't see any more of the cake underneath there. You'll be fine. And one last touch. Just don't push it down hard. Just kind of push it down so all the top stuff sticking up like icebergs kind of falls in line there, right? And just clean it up a little bit. And this is pretty much it. So she's going in at 350. I want you to check it at 30, 35 minutes. Stick the thing in the middle. You got a toothpick, that's fine. Or a knife maybe. If it comes out clean, you're okay. If it's a little smudgy, it's because there's butter in the top here. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. There's butter, there's oil in the cake. But it'll come out pretty clean. You'll be surprised, actually, okay? Let's get it in here. And I'm going to set my timer for 35 minutes. I'm going to check it, and then we're going to come back and pull it out. Yeah. Oops. It's been 35 minutes right on the nose. And I did the toothpick test, and it came out great. So here we go. I'll bring it over. Come on, everybody, calm the heck down. See? It's really hot. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We're going to have it with a little bit of maple syrup. You might want to warm it up if you have this in the fridge for a couple of days or whatever it is. You got to have it warm. And you can have this for lunch, breakfast, dinner, snack, eat the whole thing. It's a whole deal, It's like a whole deal. So keep it in the pan and let it cool off a little bit on the rack, and then we're going to turn it, cut a slice, and you're going to watch me indulge in the most delicious thing that Kansas ever gave me. I know you guys did something. Delicious. Look at that. Oh, see the sausage? Do you see the sausage in there? Apples, sausage. Oh my gosh. Beautiful crumbs on top. More sausage. It's unbelievable. All right, I warmed up some maple syrup here, and the good stuff, not that fake stuff. It's real. This is real maple syrup, whatever you call it. Look at that. Just go over back and forth. Get fancy. You can get fancy. Beautiful. Oh, I can't wait. Kansas, I owe you one. I definitely owe you one. Before we ruin it, who would like a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Instagram. You are an idiot! Never fails. Well, here we go. I want a big piece here, dipped in this maple syrup. God, here we go. Oh, woo! Well, that takes care of Kansas. Now we're going into the HIJK, I think Louisiana next week. Hello. Louisiana next week. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but it's going to be delicious. And you're going to be like, oh, that's right, Louisiana, they do this stuff. Anyway, I am Chef Sal. Thanks a lot for watching. Come over to YouTube and watch the rest of my videos. There's 30-something, one by each state. Come on. And we will do more of this. And remember, subscribe and hit the bell. Follow me. Come over to Facebook. Follow away, man. I'm telling you, I'm very approachable. Anyway, we'll see you next time. I know you did something.